Hi guys, thank you for coming to my channel, Heavenly Star Tarot. I will be doing my Geminis today. This is going to be for the next 10 days, approximately. It's going to be a general reading. It should apply to your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. Energies go back and forth. Sometimes it's you, sometimes it's them. Cross watchers, you might feel the message is for you since you're the one that's watching. But, you know, the roles can be reversed. It's going to go back and forth. You plug it in accordingly. And I'm going to do my little prayer. If you guys want to skip through that, just go in like 45 minutes, I think, approximately from now. I call love and light, angels, spirit guides, higher self, all that is divine and heavenly. Please help me give my Geminis the perfect message that is intended for them to receive, that will help them, guide them, show them on their true life purpose. Ooh, the Four of Wands. Okay, I like this. Some of you guys are ready to celebrate. You ready to be outside, do some picnicking? I did get a lot of that, a lot of energy, wanting to talk to other people, wanting to have those intellectual conversations, you know, having fun, basically. Acting like a kid, not being around kids, talking to some adults, right? Feeling single and ready to mingle. Even if you're not single, you feeling like, you know, maybe you want to be single because it's summertime over here anyway. Okay, so let's see, my Geminis. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. I'm going to start with the first card, which is going to deal with the main issue. Like, what's the situation? What's going on? You or them? Yeah. The Hermit. Tired of being inside, right? You feel like you learned everything you had to learn inside. You're done with the Zoom. Let's talk face to face. Some places are, you know, not really doing. It's less restrictive than it was before. This time last year, things were totally different, right? So now it's like, finally could put on some lipstick if you wear lipstick. Because let's face it, really didn't have to wear any makeup. And now it's time to see what's under the mask. Put the body with the mask, right? For some of you. Just very energetic. Just wanting to have fun. Could be dealing with a Virgo for some of you. This is like you're soul searching. A lot of soul searching has been done. So you already came up with the idea. You know what you want to do. You saw the light. Now you're ready to bring it out, you know, and collaborate. Show everybody what you've learned. A lot of creative energy, creative ideas. Go to the museums, you know, start up the startups with family, with friends. A lot of family reunions too. Organizing of events. Maybe you guys are organizers or deal with like the concerts, stuff like this. This wedding planners too. This is very like it soothes your soul to be around people. Tired of the hermit mode, the being inside. Now, what is the challenge? Crossing. You have the Seven of Swords. Okay. Not trusting yourself. The Seven of Swords is a very sneaky energy. I feel like it's a fun, like being mischievous. There you go. Very mischievous energy. Not so reserved, not having to be so guarded. Others of you, you might have been cheated on, or they feel that you did this to them. I feel like somebody kind of wants to keep you at home, though. It's like, no. You don't need to be out all that so much. I know you can now, but afraid that if you go out there, you might meet someone else, you might cheat, you know, somebody is very insecure, not trusting you. This is like, the challenge is to trust. Let's put it like that, to trust. Now let's talk about your beneath the surface. This has to do with what sometimes it happens. It comes in your dreams, right? The main issue, the reason things are happening. Sometimes you don't know why it's happening. That didn't make no sense. I know. Apparently, because it's the tower. Beneath the surface, this you might know, you might not know about. And sometimes it comes in your dreams. That's what I was trying to say. So the tower is something very unexpected. This is, it could be a relationship, a partnership, whatever this was or is, not really getting along anymore, whether you know it or not. Somebody here knows it because they don't trust you to go out, or you don't trust them. It's like already being on shaky ground, like, what do you call that? The Jenga? You know, if you just say one more thing, it's just going to crumble. If the last straw type of energy. So, in order to avoid this, why don't you just stay here and not go anywhere? Right? Someone's afraid that if you go do what it is you want to do, it's just gonna fall apart. And whatever was a partnership or relationship won't last. But that's because it probably already isn't, right? Like, something already, the fact that there's no trust there, somebody can't wait to leave. You can't wait to leave. Now let's talk about your recent past, last year, last month, last second, however this is to you. You have the Nine of Wands. This is that wounded warrior. Very tired. It's like we've gone through so much already. Wanting to give up. But knowing that you're right there next to the 10. It's like trying to keep this relationship together. And the fact that maybe you have been with them for a long time, or you've been at this job for a long time. It's like there's an expecting you to stay, or you expect them to stay because of how long it took, how much you both endured. But it's on his last leg type thing. It's on his last leg, wanting to give up. Also, like, I feel it's like you might have gone through the counseling and you did that soul searching, and you opened up about whatever this is, and you felt that you were on the same page. But it's like as soon as you have some freedom, all that goes out the window, or being afraid of that. This is the energy that you are coming in to this July with. Like, I'm tired. I don't even know if I want to work at this anymore. I'm ready to just give up. Now let's talk about your crowning energy, which has to do with what you're constantly thinking about. It's always on your mind. The Two of Swords. Apparently, this is something that you have been blinded to. That's that chick with the blindfolds on, right? This is a decision that is needed. This decision needs to be made. But it hasn't. It's been put off. It could be that I'm feeling a lot of separation. Not for all of you, obviously. But, like, let's say that this is a marriage, a partnership. However, this is, again, on his last leg, and you kind of worked at it. You know it's about to crumble, but you went and got some counseling, and you thought about it. You've been, of two heads about it. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I tell him? Let's just wait and see. We got to stick together for now, type thing. But it seems like nothing really is in the way for you to go do your thing or them to do that. And that really scares someone. You can't put this decision off anymore. This decision has to be made. Somebody's been really thinking about this a lot. Or they know that you've been thinking about it. Can't avoid this situation anymore. Now let's talk about your near future. What is it that you guys are thinking about? The Hierophant. Okay. Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. But this is that contract that you have been bound to. For some of you, this is in regards to spiritual beliefs, morals, values. But it's looking like it's some kind of commitment. And that's the decision that needs to be made. Are you going to stick with me? Are we going to, go through this together? Can I count on you? Count on you. Wanting, it's like let's say you're about to, okay, I know I'm not making sense. My words are crazy right now. I'm getting so much information. It's kind of like that, like you haven't talked to them forever, and then you get the opportunity to talk, so then you just can't stop talking. But let's say, I'm going to describe it like the little kids, when they're inside all day doing homework, and they can't wait to go outside and play. And you tell them, you can go outside and play, but before you go outside, you have to promise that you're going to stay inside the fence, that you're not going to go to the neighbors, that you're going to tell, all these little rules. And they're like, yeah, sure, okay. But they know they're going to do all that. They just need to say what they need to say to get out the door, right? So I know that's a weird example, but that's what I'm kind of feeling. Others of you, this has to do with actually ending one contract. It could be work related, or a legality, and starting something else. Or actually not wanting to start anything that has rules or regulations, not wanting the rules and regulations. You could be have been thinking about going a different route in regards to your religion, to your spirituality. Maybe you wanted to be the stay-at-home before, and now it's like, now I want to be on my own. I think all that the zodiacs, other readings have been kind of been this way, where it's like, can't wait to leave, at least just to see what else is out there. Very strict. Somebody's been very strict. Dad type energy with the rules and regulations. Now, let's see. We'll get more info, no worries. See, this is how you feeling. Or some of you are. The Fool and why did I say that? Forgive me, guys. I am a bit tired. You could probably hear it in my voice. It's not in reverse, but some of you guys might be afraid. There's an inability to take that leap of faith, but knowing you want to. This is something brand new. Just not knowing what's on the other side or off that mountain, but ready to go for it, because it seems like it would be fun. That living dangerously. For some of you guys, there might have been some kind of agreement where you decided, or it was decided, maybe there was a third party. I feel like someone else was like, look, before you decide to leave this, why don't you try to rekindle this relationship? Why don't you just stay a little bit longer, right? But now, it might be saying you will, but you don't really want to. You kind of want to act the fool. You want to go to Vegas. You want to have some fun. Or you're dealing with someone that feels this way. I just keep feeling that. Kind of wanting to sneak away as soon as they get a chance. You could be dealing with an Aries. Aries. Oh, rebel. There we go. Being rebellious. Could be dealing with teenagers. Some of you. Okay, my Geminis. Get over there. Now, let's clarify. I feel like the thoughts are everywhere, though. The thoughts are everywhere. Contradicting yourselves, contradicting what you talk about. You say something, but you're planning something else. Or this is what they think you're doing. You might be actually ready for this commitment, but they don't trust you. They don't want to, let go. What you do to them, my Geminis. Let's clarify this hermit in this situation. Oh, they want to give you two? Okay. Yeah. Death in reverse. Scorpio energy. Someone wants to resurrect something that's been over. Been over. Right? And you have the Six of Cups. This could be an ex. That children energy. So that could be an excuse like, well, let's try to keep this family together for the kids. But knowing that you're not getting along the same, you've been wanting to at least take a break. It feels more of a break too. Like, see what I mean? It's contradiction. It's like, do you want to leave or do you just want to break? Do you want to just take some time to yourselves? Somebody doesn't know what they want, because it would be obviously very emotional to leave this. This is a soulmate type. You could have been with this person forever. You could have worked there for a long time. And, it gets your emotions riled up. But even feeling a little bit guilty, like, well, is that enough though? Like, I know it's not going to work out, or this is the same thing they always say. I just want to talk to other people. Talk to other people. Tired of... I feel like you already got all the information that you needed. You've made your decision. But maybe just for their sake, stuck around to show that you tried. But never... always kind of felt like it's not going to work. Why don't we just cut our losses now type thing? It sounds harsh. I know. But somebody wants to rekindle this, resurrect this. Try again, one more time. Let's try a different counselor. Let's try something different. I heard about that. The last of the Mohicans. I feel like this is very, they feel like you're very rare. Like, there's no one else like you. They won't be able to find anyone like you. So why even try? So even if you gave them hell or they did this, they're willing to stick through it. They don't want to give up. Is that healthy though? Because there's no trust, apparently. Clarifying the Seven of Swords. Look at that. Come on now. The Devil. Capricorn energy. Somebody here really knows that this, or feels that this is Somebody just saying what they need to say to keep them dominated, bounded. This is unhealthy. This is toxic. It's too risky. They go for their desires. If they go out there, they're going to find someone else. So very insecure. Very insecure. They feel you're going to just go, what is that, Tasmanian devil on them. You know, like as soon as you go out there, you're going to run wild. Very controlling energy. So some of you, might be what you're tired of, you know, or they're tired of that. That's why they're not really wanting to take this risk. They don't trust. They don't trust you. You don't trust them. Okay. Addictions too. Addicted. They're addicted to you. Is that what it is? They are addicted to you. Nobody like you. Clarifying the Tower is Justice and Reverse. Libra energy. This is something that is unfair. It's just not fair. In the back of their mind, in the back of your mind, somebody is saying, it's not fair to stick around if this is not going to last. It's not built on loyalty and trust. They've done me wrong. I can't trust them. Could have even got you in some kind of legal issues, or you. There's a lot of trickery, going on. Okay. Let me have one more for this. 5 of Cups, upright. They don't want to lose you. Somebody really is fearing losing you. You fearing losing them because what if they find someone else? Why don't I just have them focus on us, you know, what we've gone through. There's some kind of mutual traumatic event for some that you've gone through, and it felt like this is a bond. This could be also like siblings. Something in the family that really kept you close together, and now it's time to go back to where you came from, but they really thought you would just stick around and help. There's also jealousy. They're jealous of what you would go to. This could already be someone that you are committed to, or a job that you're committed to. So doing their best. There's a lot of conniving too, saying whatever they got to say to keep you there, making you feel guilt. If you leave, everything's going to fall apart. Can't do this without you. I need you. How are you going to leave me like this? But then in the back of the mind, it's like, I just don't want him to go, find someone else, something better. Do what I got to do to keep him here. For some. 9 of Wands. Going back to some third-party situation. The 9 of Wands is clarified by the 9 of Cups in reverse. Not satisfied, not happy. Somebody is very arrogant and smug, feeling like saying they won't leave me. They love me too much. And then being upset because they're thinking about it. Wanting to give up on this in the past, many times it seems like this has been constant. Packing your bags and, okay, I'm gone, I'm leaving. And then they bring you back. As soon as you're out, they bring you back. knowing that there's a little bit of, well, there's some pretending that they're happy on the outside, but not really. They want to leave for a reason. You want to leave for a reason. Okay. What is this Two of Swords about? Oh, because somebody is, they got a temper, huh? You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you could be dealing with, or you're taking on the energy of the Queen of Wands or King of Wands. This is someone that gets upset really, really easily. They're very jealous. They're very controlling. This could even be a mother or the mother of the other, right? So knowing with the Two of Swords that this is a decision that has to be made. For whatever reason, it couldn't be made at the time. But thinking very long and hard and seeing how much longer can you be in that environment where apparently it's very toxic, controlling, dominate. There's that alpha, wanting to be the alpha, wanting to be in control, not wanting to compromise. They're fine when they're not upset, but it's very easy to get them upset. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. No offense to you Leos. I just feel like a lot of passion. Oh, the passion is there. Like, maybe the sex is good, right? But is that enough? Because it seems to be right after that's over, then it's back to the arguments, back to the original issues. If they believe in something else, you believe in something else, you could be fine during, the passion, but after that, you still believe what you believe, and they believe what they believe. So, very stubborn energy. Taurus. The Hierophant. Clarified by the Tower. Again, in reverse. Wanting to avoid this disaster. You've been through this already. It happens all the time. You end up getting burnt. Right? Say you're going to start over on a clean slate, but then you still get kicked out for no reason, get yelled at for no reason. I'm sure there's a reason, but it's like exaggeration. Somebody exaggerates everything. And it's, again, it feels like this has happened for a long time, and just wanting to give up on it, just tired of it, wounded, being verbally abused, for some, and I hope it's not the case, physically abused. And no, especially with all this hermit energy where there's been a lot of soul searching. There's more knowing your worth, knowing that you are worthy of more than whatever that is. Boss treating you this way. However that applies to you. This is avoiding a disaster. So just ending that contract. Ending that contract. You have outgrown each other for some of you. There might be the need to get the authorities involved, and this has been avoided because of how mad someone gets here. King of Pentacles, just want to jump out. Very unstable. It's like two different people. Two different people. Sometimes they're nice and they're caring and they're nurturing and they bring you breakfast in bed. They give you whatever you want. But when you get them mad, or again, the other way around. I know I constantly have to say it, because when I do say it, some people take it to heart right away. When I'm trying to explain this is a general reading. If this is not you, then this is not you, right? And it also has to do with the finances. Maybe the finances are needed. That's why you kind of have to grin and bear it. can't avoid that. They tend to take the money away when they feel you're going to leave. When there's that exit trying to happen, they close the accounts, they keep your stuff, you know, they make you look bad. That's not a good energy to be in. The Three of Wands in reverse. This is, apparently this has become very distant. What you were waiting for never came. What was promised never came, or it came and then it left. Very inconsistent. Wasn't something that you could really count on. Could have. It also feels like someone always said this too. You know, like, I'm not going to be here forever, be happy I'm here now type thing. You're lucky I'm helping you. If it wasn't for me, where would you be? You know, really messing with the other's self-esteem, making them feel very insecure, needing some psychological help for some. I hope this is not the case. I hope I'm totally reading this wrong. But that's what I'm feeling. I was feeling happy at first because somebody feels like they would be very happy to leave. Just the thought of leaving just makes their day. The thought of you leaving might make their day. Okay, my Geminis. Now let me give you an oracle card. Goodness. Somebody gets scared. Oh my goodness. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. You'd rather go join the, what is it? Be a nun? I don't know. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support you and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. I feel like this is like church help from the church, willing to just leave everything behind and have peace of mind and freedom instead. Okay. Yeah, that was everywhere, my Geminis. This is not for all, but I hope it makes sense. If you want your own reading, my info is down below. KK. Thank you. Bye.